everybody. To the continuation of the previous video, now we are going to see about phosphorus chloride. Okay, structure of phosphorus chloride is like this, where it has phosphorus as one lone pair and with bond pairs of chlorine. Each bond will be having a chlorine. The bond angle between chlorine atoms are 101 degree. Okay, the structure of PCl3 has given here. This is what the structure of PCl3, and this is what PCl5. Okay, how the preparation of PCl3 has been taken place, where the heating of P4 with chloride gas will give PCl3. It is also obtained by the action of thionyl chloride with white phosphorus. Okay, so while preparing this thionyl chloride, that is SOCl2, when it is treated with P4 white phosphorus, it gives out PCl3 plus sulfur dioxide and sulfur chloride. Okay, so this is what the properties of PCl3. It is a colorless oily liquid and hydrolyzes in the presence of moisture. When PCl3 is reacted with moisture, that is water, it will be producing hydrolyzed phosphorus, that is H3PO3, phosphoric acid plus hydrochloric acid will be produced. It reacts with organic compounds concentrating OH groups such as acetic acid and ethanol. What will happen with the reaction with ethanoic acid? It will be forming CH3COCl. Okay, and phosphoric acid will be produced, and ethanol, when it is reacted with PCl3, that is phosphorus trichloride, it will be forming ethyl chloride and phosphoric acid, phosphorus pentachloride. Now we are going to see what is phosphorus pentachloride. It is also colorless oily liquid. It is prepared by the reaction of white phosphorus with the excess of dry chloride. The similarity between this and that are white phosphorus, when it is reacted with chloride, it will give PCl3. Here, what will happen? Same phosphorus will be reacted with excess of dry chlorine, that is 10Cl2 will be forming PCl5. Okay, it can also be prepared by the action of SO2Cl2 on phosphorus, which will be producing PCl5 and sulfur dioxide, of course. And properties of PCl5 is yellowish white powder, and it, in moist air, in hydrolysis to POCl3, and finally gets converted into phosphoric acid as given in your textbook. PCl5 is hydrated, it will be forming phosphorus oxychloride and hydrochloric acid. When heated in, it sublimes but decomposes on stronger heating. That is what, when PCl5 phosphorus pentachloride is heated, it will be producing chloride gas and phosphorus trichloride. This is what the same thing which is given in the textbook. Yeah. POCl3 plus HCH2O gives H3PO4. Here you can see this kind of reactions are very important. Okay, ethanol, when it is reacted with PCl5, it will be forming ethyl chloride and phosphorus oxychloride and hydrochloric acid. Ethanoic acid, when it is reacted with PCl5, it will be forming ethyl oxychloride and phosphorus oxychloride and hydrochloric acid. Okay, so these are the things. Why does PCl3 fumes in moisture? That is what the question given in the textbook, example 7.7. The solution for that is PCl3 hydrolyzes in the presence of moisture, giving fumes of HCl. Okay, so that is what the very good example for that question. Okay, in text questions are there that you just try these questions to be answered. Okay, what happens when PCl5 is heated? Just now we have seen that when PCl5 is heated, it will gives out chloride gas and phosphorus trichloride. So that is what the simplest reaction that you can write it. Write a balance equation for the reaction of PCl5 with water. Here it is. Okay, PCl5 when it is reacted with water, POCl3 plus H2HCl will be formed. Okay, so that is what the reaction. Oxo acids of phosphorus. Phosphorus forms a number of oxo acids, the important oxo acids of phosphorus, with their formulas. Methods of preparation and the presence of some characteristic bonds in their structures are given in the table. Okay, what are the thing? Okay, hypophosphorus H3PO2, orthophosphoric phosphorus, that is H3PO3, pyrophosphorus H4P2O5, hyperphosphoric, that is H4P2O4, orthophosphoric H3PO4, pyrophosphoric acid H4P2O7 with the oxidation number +1, +3, +3, +4, +5 and +5 respectively. Okay. Oxo acids or oxyacids of phosphorus, which will be given in the slide here. That is what? Hypophosphorus H3PO2, the structure is, okay, you have to write P at the center, and how many H is there? 3. So you need to write 3 H's first and 2 O. Okay, so one O will be forming OH group and another O will be forming with a double bond. Okay, so this is what the structure of a hypophosphorus. And orthophosphorus H3PO3. So looking into the formula, you can write very simple, P at the center, where the central atom will be phosphorus and the other 3 sides will be hydrogen and 2 sides of oxygen, and 1 will be double bonded with oxygen with the 1.50 angstrom. And finally orthophosphoric acid, which H3PO4, will be formed. The same thing, P is the central atom and H3 is the 3 times H to be connected with the phosphorus, and here O has to be 4 times. So straight away you can write it as double bond O. Remaining 3 O can be written for all the 3 hydrogen. So this is what the structure of oxyacids of phosphorus. Pyrophosphorus phosphorus acid H4P2O5 and pyrophosphoric acid, that is H4P2O7. So you have to be very careful on these structures. Okay, orthophosphoric is that, and pyrophosphoric acid is H4P2O7. You may have a confusion. Even sometimes I may have also occur this kind of confusion. Okay, so you have to be very careful on this thing. See here P2 and O7 and here O5. So 2P to be written as the central atom. Straight away 2 phosphorus to be written, and here 5 oxygen and 4 hydrogen here. Here we need to write 2 hydrogen on the both the sides, and how many oxygen? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. If it is for 5, you need to write for 4 and 4 and plus 1. Okay, 1 oxygen will be removed here and 1 oxygen will be written with the double bond. Okay, this is a common thing that should be written. Okay, and PO5 will be like that. Yes, so that is what the structure of P3O4 is given, P2O5. So you can go through these kind of things very easily. Oxy acids are very simple topics that you can go. Yeah. So very simple. These kind of structures, you just write it down. If you are writing, it will be very easy for understanding and it will be helpful.